we normally have this Puerto Rican, Latin American female producer.
Okay.
She doesn't show up to work that much, but that's okay. And she does a lot with the editing and with the producing, sitting over there, ChatGPT. Hey, Joe Mack, what's the word
That
on?
no interest loan we got from BlackRock is working wonders. She doesn't even have to show up.
She doesn't even have to show up, you know? So normally she would help out with that. But today we're writing, how do you say solo in Spanish? Singular?
Singular.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
But we're here.
I mean, I just added a fake Spanish accent to the word singular.
That's okay.
That's what I just did. That wasn't real Spanish, but whatever. Singular.
Real Spanish isn't even Spanish. Spanglish, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
So what, tell us a little bit about the origin, you know, your comedy journey. Because we haven't really had that much of that talk where I know, like, yo, you were like younger and was like, I want to do stand-up. I want to do this. This was X amount of years ago. And you're like, I'm going to go for it.
I mean, like, always loved comedy.
Word.
I mean, when I got an iPod, get the iTunes gift cards for Christmas. Probably 90% of my money, iTunes, spent on Weird Al.
No.
Nice.
Brother.
Love a little Weird Al.
Just had a, like, deep Weird Al collection on there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that
nerding,
either.
White and nerdy.
I remember vividly, 2007, whatever, 2008 maybe. I'm in Best Buy. I'm standing there. I'm holding the Carter 3, and I'm holding like Running with Scissors by Weird Al. And I'm like, which do I buy? Which is going to define my life? And I maybe should have bought the Carter 3, but I bought the Weird Al.
Did you?
Yes, along with like 3 others.
I mean, it's timeless. There's times I find myself revisiting Weird Al for like long period, even like the polka mashups.
Yeah.
Amish Paradise is a classic.
Yeah.
Little Albuquerque, you know that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on Running with Scissors.
We got a real fan over here. I like that. That's good.
Some guy I worked with, him and his son used to go see Weird Al live anytime that he would come to the area. They would go. He'd be like, oh, me and my son are going to the Bergen Pack to see Weird Al.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always said he was good.
I don't know if I can make it through a concert, though.
I definitely could.
Oh.
That's for sure.
Well, you like concerts.
Yeah.
I've seen you post a couple of concerts.
You don't love concerts, Ray?
I can
Well, you're
do
one of these,
that.
these artist guys don't know how to enjoy anything. They can't, like, like all my musician friends are like that. They can't, like, they don't, like, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah, I'm like, that should be me. He's cucking me right now.
Yeah.
You know? I just can't do it.
I love
But it's
concerts.
good. It's good fun.
They're the most
Okay,
fun.
so liked Weird Al.
Yeah.
Always liked comedy. The iTunes gift card.
Yeah, I mean, then like I started buying stand-up albums on iTunes. Mike Birbiglia, Two Drink Mike, some like Jim Gaffigan stuff. Yeah. Episodes of Dimitri Martin because you needed the visual on the iPod Classic, you know.
Yeah.
But then never really like did anything with it. I would write sketches, but never filmed them. And then my friend Jimmy, who I went to kindergarten with, like grew up with my whole life, he started doing stand-up in college. And then he was like, dude, like, you should come with me. Started bringing a bunch of our other friends from high school, and we were all just doing
He
it
went
together.
to school there, too?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy Clifford. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Jimmy Clifford, he's got a podcast called Pastor Bullshit.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Good to see him doing good. So then you start there doing, what kind of mics were you doing in that area? What's in the Ramapo scene? You went to like Rhino or something?
Yeah, I mean, Rhino was right near Rampo. I went to Rampo. So that was 10 minutes away. And I was in a fraternity in college. Ray performed at our house, actually. And
all right.
Yeah, me and Joe go a ways back.
You guys go way back.
We probably
different eras.
Yeah, way different. This is like Taylor Swift Eras tour, bro. It was like a whole nother universe at the time. What was that, like 7 years ago? Something?
Maybe, yeah.
It's got to be a...
Maybe longer.
Reunited and it feels so good.
I know, it does.
You guys back in.
Joe, actually, the first person to book me on a show.
And you're the first person to book me on a show.
Yes, that was a fun show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Smokes and jokes.
Other than booking myself on my own show.
Yeah. Shout out to Wildcard and Jay.
Thank you.
Love those other guys, too. That was a fun show, though. Smokes
Brandon
and
Leslie,
jokes.
Max Blake,
Max
throwing
Blake.
the plug in.
No, that was fun. I really enjoyed your set at the Smokes and Jokes because you were really honing in on the what do they call it, third person thing.
Oh yeah, Joe Mack.
Yeah, after like the 10th time you said it, I was just dying.
Got to plug my name. Got to plug my social media.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And did that happen just that? Because I've never seen you do like a long 15-minute set like that.
Yeah.
Is that something you always do, or did like that just kind of?
No, I mean, so I started doing stand up with him, and then he moved out to Austin during that first wave, 2021. And then I just was like, oh shit, I have nobody to go with, so I stopped doing stand up. And then, funny enough, I actually crapped my pants in the fall of 2023. I was like, this is so funny. Like, I gotta write jokes about this.
Right.
Next night, I went out there and hit a mic in the city, Phoenix, and just consistently been going since
Phoenix
then.
bar.
Yeah.
Okay, word. But where were you when you crapped your pants? The DMV?
In my bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't make it in all the way.
I was running down the street, and then as I crossed the threshold, just diaper blowout,
It's always like that,
Yeah.
right?
I was close. I had to actually. What saved me was I started to walk up my stairs, and I go, oh no, and I just had to stop, and I just stood still, and I just wrote it out, like the cramps and pain. Because I was like, if I take one more step, it's coming out, whether I want it or not.
Yeah.
And I stood on my stairs for 2 minutes, and then waited till it passed I guess what the hell is it? I can't think of the shit contractions.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when a woman has a baby, when she's having a baby, she's contractions. I was having shit contractions, so I was like, all right, I got another minute to get up these stairs before they come back again.
Wow, you were in labor.
I was.
The brown baby.
It was.
Well, that's good.
I wish I thought of that instead of
It was
just moved until I shit
dude,
myself.
It was I was lifting my leg up, and I'm like, whoa, no, you're not. Back down. Whoa. It was almost. I'm like, those stairs. I almost had to get a carpet cleaner in here.
Yeah.
I'm not proud
There
of
was
it.
tile in my bathroom. Shuck
Thank
it out
God.
the leg.
I did
Man,
shart.
that's why there's no carpet in the bathroom. I understand.
Oh,
why.
yeah. I sharted, though, not that long ago.
Did you?
This was a solid log, not a shart. Just
Oh.
I straight up pooped my pants.
I love that.
I don't think that's happened to me in quite since Reagan was in office. I don't think I've shit my pants like that. That's very nice. No, I was just laying in bed. I was sick. It was a sick day.
That doesn't even count.
And it was a
Yeah.
little, and it was
Yeah.
a sharp, but I was laying down flat.
please.
I was walking the plank. Then
That's
a little,
understandable. You're
Yeah.
a victim in this.
got a little pirate's booty, and yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, so you just
Okay, I'm amongst friends. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, he's dumping, you're just pinching. That's
at
okay.
Busch Gardens when I was a little kid. Oh yeah, to the point where my parents had to buy me shorts at the fucking gift shop.
Just fully branded all over.
Oh, it was the worst part was we were at Busch Gardens. This is the only part of the trip I remember. I maybe was 4 or 5, maybe a little younger. And I never had a corn dog before. And I kept going, I want to have a corn dog. I want to have a corn dog. My mom's like, no, you're not going to like it. You're going to get sick. It's not going to be good. No corn dog. I guess I must have been so annoying about the corn dog after X amount of time. They buy me the corn dog, and I shit myself. and my mom's like,
Yeah.
I fucking told you. And it was such a sinister one. I have the memory of my dad. I'm in the fitting room. My dad's having to buy overpriced Busch Garden shorts so we
Yeah.
can get through the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Because I no one's buying no one wants Busch Garden shorts
I think
as
that's
a
what
souvenir.
they're there for.
Yeah,
Because that's such a carnival
Yeah.
theme park thing to do. It's very hot. You're
'Cause,
drinking
who's gonna-
cold water. You're having funnel cake queefs, and then you go on a ride, you spin, and then you gotta shit.
Those shorts were probably $25 in the 90s. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine what they are now.
Yeah.
They're probably $65 for those kid shorts now. There.
Oh, yeah.
So the price, and then of course my mother being right was the worst part. I told you about the fucking corn dog, and I was like,
I'm actually very interested in this. So if you took a whole log, right?
Yeah.
Built Lincoln's whole house down there. Do you immediately just throw everything out as a bundle, like a sale, or are you like flicking it like into the toilet and then wash the pants?
Yeah, I mean, they were Lululemon pants, so
The very pants he was returning. Okay.
I had to. I don't get that reference.
Seinfeld, sorry.
Ah.
He mentioned that he liked Seinfeld before the show. It's fine.
You called me out. You found me out.
No. Hey. But
He didn't pass our Seinfeld quiz, folks.
Lululemon. You pooped in a Lululemon.
Yeah, I had to save them. I had to wash them.
You do
Rewear
have
them.
to save them.
Yeah.
Toss the undies right in the garbage.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
What a great
Big time.
intro, guys.
I've left a pair of undies like
Really?
at the mall
Yeah.
once. I had like skid marks once, and I just took them off and left them in the bathroom at the mall once.
Oh,
I've left underwear
yeah,
behind.
You've had to.
I've gone home without underwear before and left them in
Plenty of
in
times.
a garbage can or in a thing before.
Yeah, at Ramapo, I was in the music building, walking, shit my pants, wet fart. Not a long this time. Array, wet fart.
the brown note.
Yeah. And then I go into the stalls in the bathroom. I go into the last stall and I check. Of course it's there. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do with like my poopy stained underwear? Like, I only have a couple options. Do I leave it there? I was like, nah, that's like fucked up. Like, I don't want the janitor to like find that. I was like, I could flush it, but that might clog the toilet. Yeah. And then I was like, I can't walk all the way out holding it in my hand because then somebody's going to see me and be like, oh, that's the freak who crapped himself. So it was like that like basement ceiling in there that you could like pop up the tiles. So I stood up on the toilet and just threw it in the ceiling.
Nice. That's such a good idea. Tossing them up
So if
top.
you're ever in the Berry Center at Ramapo, check out the men's bathroom.
There's
Joe
shit.
Mack left.
Why does it smell like shit in here? For years. That's like a.
They're probably still there.
It's an upper decker,
They're
and then that was like
definitely-
the penthouse decker.
I thought I was being courteous.
Well, kind of.
You kind of were, yeah.
Until somebody has to. Hey, I'm not gonna act like I never did an upper decker.
Part of me wants to go there to see if they're still
Big
there.
time. Bro, we used to go to like this like ice cream place like by my house just to like upper decker. It was like the funniest moments
Ice
ever.
cream store too. Just diabolical.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something you can only do to your friends.
That's it. Why? Yeah, I'm not that bad. I'm not gonna do that at my friend's house. I did flush the underwear, like you were saying, at a party one time.
Really?
Yeah, and then it didn't go. And then somebody was like, "Who's under?" I was like, "I don't know. That's a crazy thing to do. Actually, that's crazy."
Trying to flush them.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
You didn't see that. You
Well,
didn't
some
see
prick's
if they
power
went down?
bragging about his power flush. When then I'm not putting my hand back in there. It's like we're all in now. We are all.
Yeah,
in.
I mean, I'm not looking to put my hand back in there. You're
Granted,
right.
I was like 12.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the stakes
It was
were
like a
very
birthday
low.
party.
Yeah, it was like a birthday party. It's like
Yeah,
a
at least, I thought you were gonna have to be like. I thought you were picturing you with like the edge of a plunger,
Snake.
just trying to fucking jam it in there.
no. Like it was like college, and my crush was like outside the door.
I'm
She's
like,
like, "Who's
who's
taking
this-
so long?"
I would have been such a psychopath.
little something about
I
Mary.
would have immediately flung the door. I'm like, who's the sicko who left their undies
Yes.
in here?
That's
you know,
the-
like
all
that's
right.
the move.
Tip of the day: if you're ever at a place and the duty calls,
You
right,
blame them.
and you're in there a little too long, right, just put the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
Right? Because then nobody's going to be like, oh, he didn't shit. The toilet seat was up. So the
Yeah.
girl's going to walk in like, oh, what a dick. He left the toilet seat up. It smells like shit. Couldn't have been him.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
That's
He was-
crazy.
what a hero. He was trying to make it, he was trying to sick it out so that way it doesn't stink as bad for when we got in here.
Yeah, I was.
He's chivalrous.
Well, I mean, I got like hair like this, so I'll just
Yeah.
be like, sorry, I was just doing my hair in there. They're like,
Isn't that
"It smells
crazy?
like
It's like-
shit.
I'm sorry, ladies. I was doing drugs in the bathroom. I certainly wasn't shitting.
That's like the only thing where you're using it for its intended purpose and people get mad at you.
Oh,
The
yeah.
toilet.
Taking a shit in the place you're supposed to take a shit, and they're banging on the door like, "What the fuck are you doing in there?"
You're like, the only thing you should be doing in here,
Have
honestly.
you seen these guys? I saw a guy get mad about somebody farting in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, sir, do you know where you are?
Yeah.
What?
In a public bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I get mad about that. Yeah, for sure.
Why?
What? About someone farting in the bathroom?
Yeah, like wait until I'm like out. You know? Because
Would you
now
call
like
them out?
What?
No, I would never call them out. A lot of people at work don't wash their hands though.
I did notice that, yeah.
That alarmed me at work when I worked in an office was the lack of people washing their hands. And this was pre-COVID stuff too. And I was like, why are all these people dutying without washing their hands?
Yeah.
Dude, no one's washing their hands.
Yeah.
And it's all the same type of person.
the
I
older
want to
guys.
call
It's
them
an
out.
It's an old white
It's
guy.
the older guys.
It's always an old white
even
guy.
more specific. I don't want to say what it is, but it rhymes with poo. Anyway, guys, we are here.
Dude, I have some great office stories.
Yeah.
Because it would be like if I could smell an individual spice in your duty, you might be having too much of it. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, that's a fact.
Like if I could walk into a bathroom and go, garlic.
Oh,
You're
no.
having too much of it. No. I shouldn't be able to pick
Did you
out.
ever refine those?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I changed the fragrance I was talking about as to try to be. I mean, people might have an idea of what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
maybe.
a different spice. It wasn't garlic.
I know this is not good.
Certainly wasn't garlic.
Well, now that we've duty talked for a few minutes,
Every once in a while, you gotta go to the.
well, this is good because maybe they're also shitting while they listen to this.
Yeah, it could be.
They
I love
definitely
poop
could be.
talk.
I love shitter chatter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I'd say
fine with me.
40% of the audience is.
Yeah.
I look up. I'm like Howard Stern. Because there was like Shitgate. Because there was like one where someone
With
like,
Ronnie?
yeah, where there was
Yeah.
shit all over the wall, and they were trying to figure out who did it. Like that's fascinating radio
Yeah.
to me. Them interrogating people about who dutied and doing timestamps on the door key cards, trying
Yeah.
to figure out when the mess was made.
Ugh.
Fascinating to me. I'm in the duty business.
Yeah. I went to a party at my one friend's house, and then he had a bunch of his friends from college as a friend from high school, and wound up sleeping in the same room as a bunch of my friends from high school and this one guy from college. He was already passed out in there. All the guys from high school, we woke up early in the morning, we're talking, and then the college guy goes running out the door in the morning, and my friend whose house it was, he was talking to us after. He's like, yeah, like that guy Clark, he came up to me, he's like, yeah, your high school friends, they're like mad nice, but do they ever talk about anything other than poop? They woke up at 6 in the morning and started talking about poop, and I thought they were gonna stop, but they didn't stop for hours.
Yeah. Well, poop boys. Call of Duty.
It's so fun. It makes me laugh every time. I don't care. It's funny. I enjoy it.
We've made it, really.
Yeah.
So, guys, we are here. Caffeine Overdose, number 25.
Oh wow, milestone.
The great and powerful Joe Mack, the godfather of Ramapo comedy. That's what people are saying. That's what
Yeah.
people are saying.
I've heard it in the streets.
And how was the ride over? Not too bad? for
Nah,
you
not
today?
too bad. I mean, there was some guy that wouldn't let me merge, so I followed him for a little bit on the horn.
Nice.
Thought about missing the turn just to
I
follow
know
him with
what
the
you.
horn.
Oh yes.
Man, I
But,
hate Asians.
The amount of
No, I'm just having fun.
times I go, I want to ruin my life over this minor traffic incident is insane.
You have a lot of road rage, Joe Mack?
I mean, like, I won't follow somebody aggressively or brake check them, but I'll just drop my speed and then miss where I'm supposed to go just to ruin their day.
Oh, okay.
I am the angriest I am at any point.
Well, you got a lead foot.
behind the car. I have no patience. I am a 100% sociopath behind the wheel of a car. It's like where I'm me and where I gotta go, and everybody else.
Well, you drive quick. I do know that.
and people think I drive slow. So
No, this guy drives
people think I drive
very
slow.
fast.
So thank you, Ray, for saying
You'll
this.
be like, oh, follow me. We're going up the street. And then you're speeding away. I feel like Lewis and Clark following Sacagawea. Like, I'm
See-
like, where are you going? Where's it? You're into the wilderness.
I complain that everyone does that to me, and now I'm doing it to you.
That's all right.
Because I'm like, you guys are driving like maniacs. I'm trying to keep up. I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, it's like trauma driving.
Yeah, so I think I'm just out of habit. Everybody I know drives so fast. I'm always following them. So now it's like ingrained in me. I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm always late too.
You're a pretty prompt guy.
I mean, with this, I didn't really have anything going on after work. So.
Okay.
But usually depends on the day.
Yeah. I was very surprised. Well, not that surprised where I was like, Joe Mack's a late guy. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, look at this. He's here early.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Some people are in the woods. They come here and we're like, where are they? They were supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. And then they come running out of the woods dressed
Yeah, we
like
did have
German
a guest.
tourists.
We did have a guest that we didn't know was here or not. We were trying to contact them, and then
Yeah.
we looked out the window and saw them coming out of the woods.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny. It was like out of a TV show or movie because they said, "Where is he?" And I'm looking out the window and he just comes running from a direction that doesn't make any sense. Because I'm like, why would he be coming from that way? There's nothing but the woods that way. Everything is this way. He should be coming this way. Why is he running? And he was sprinting for some reason too, like as if he had an alarm that went off and was like, "Oh, I'm in the woods. I was supposed to be there," and then just like sprinted.
Shout out to Eldine.
He's quite the character.
That's good.
I love when he dresses like a German tourist in Central Park.
I don't think he knows Eldine.
No, I'm
Oh,
just
you don't
piecing
know
together that he's
Eldine.
German. You know?
He's not German at all.
No, he just like
He's French, I think. Something
he
European.
has like that weird like that German lederhosen hat,
Good kid.
Okay.
and he wears that, and he just dresses so funny. He doesn't dress like other 19-year-old kids do.
It's like Back to the Future and then also to the past again.
Okay.
You know?
And it's because he likes it, or
I don't know. I just think it's cool.
He had comedy shoes once. That was my favorite. Was the comedy shoes.
I saw another kid with comedy shoes.
Another
actually.
kid with comedy shoes.
Yeah,
What are-
normal outfit, right? Completely normal, kind of almost like Joe Mack right now. But then glittered Crocs on.
okay.
But ironically, like pink glittered
Yeah.
Crocs. Click your toes together 3 times, you end up at
And he was making a joke about it.
no,
Did he reference them in the
no,
set?
not at all, not once. I went to 2 mics, and seen him there.
Now I saw the goth Crocs back in the like a few years ago that they made. Those were fun.
I don't know what that is.
Again,
Oh,
imagining
hold on. I will
platform.
bring
You would
up.
do a Croc or no
I've
Croc?
never
I'd
worn
wear
a
Crocs.
Crocs.
You would do a Croc.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
It's comfortable. I haven't worn it since I was like 11, but
Oh,
I've never tried on a Croc before.
me neither.
Never have
They won't
ever.
let me. It's a shame. So what? We kind of run in different circles, Joe Mack.
Yeah,
I
a
was
little bit.
A little bit. We're like
oh shit,
What
that's
is that?
not what I expected.
Goth Crocs.
That's
Send-
like a
send
little
that to
Nas
our
X,
producer.
devil shoe croc.
Yeah.
yeah. Send that to our producer. We'll have that posted up.
Oh, they got them in white too.
Oh, okay.
Remember those
White
blood
power.
shoes? The
Yes.
Yes.
Would you buy those?
No, definitely not.
You
Went to
know what?
Catholic school. You kidding me?
Yeah, me too. I'm a Catholic school guy myself.
But we are like you and me. We're like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Like you're circle A, and then there's circle B, the elongated oval, right in the middle.
Okay.
And then we have some overlap.
I like to be A.
You are A.
That's good.
In this single
Yeah.
thing. You are A. And then I would be C.
Wake up, filthy.
Please don't. And so we overlap, but it's not often,
Yeah.
you know? So this is good. It being like the first person on the podcast from across the border,
Yeah.
basically. You know what I mean? This is great. I love you. We are expanding our network. So you started to when you
Southeast Bergen County.
bingo.
Yeah.
So when you started to really, comedy.
Yeah.
You were like Hoboken, New York, that area,
Yeah.
right? Correct?
Yeah,
Jersey
pretty much.
City. Jersey City boy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then so what are your some of your favorite mics to hit over there?
I mean, I love hanging out at Pet Shop.
Yeah.
I mean, been there with you.
We have been there.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
time.
then on Wednesdays, Tony Loud has his mic that Max Blake fills in a lot at 80 River.
I've seen that.
And then I said Phoenix before.
Oh, that's the 80 River mic.
No, Phoenix is in the city. That's
No,
like
not the,
oh
but the one that Max
yeah,
hosts a
that's
lot.
Tony Loud's mic.
Oh, okay, which is tonight.
Yeah, but Tony's always traveling somewhere. So
Tony Hawk.
yeah,
And then
I don't think I know Tony.
I don't know Tony.
nice guy.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Imagine he was like, yeah, he's a real prick. No, he's good.
There's a few of them in the scene.
No. no.
And
Everybody-
it could be you.
It could
So
be.
what was you were telling me Producers Club, not one of your
No,
favorites.
not even a little bit.
Give me a little
You got a
insight
story?
why. Yeah, if something happened to
mean-
you. I've seen it all there, to be honest.
Yeah,
Radicals.
I mean, I've been there a couple times just because it's right there next to Port Authority.
Yeah.
Come back into Jersey, it's convenient. But a beer being like $12 there, cash only is a pain in the ass.
special.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you've never done the $10 mystery shot?
I can't say I have. I didn't even know
I
that
think
was an
that's the
option.
funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a big sign on the bar, $10 mystery shot.
Yeah.
And it's like, how expensive are the shots? That for $10 you'll give me something I didn't even ask for.
And you know it's going to be like something they never, it's going to be bottom of the barrel. Like, it's not going to be anything good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bullshit because you can go across the street to Rudy's and get a beer, a shot, and a hot dog for $5.
What?
That's such a good deal.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
A beer, a shot, and a hot dog.
Yeah,
for
every
$5.
drink comes with a hot dog. They just have rollers in there with hot dog.
Get
Have you been there?
outta
or-
here.
No.
Oh, it's sweet.
I'm going to now.
It's tight. It's like on
Yeah.
like 9th and 47th.
Drink the beer, I'll eat the hot dog, and everyone's happy.
Great.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know about that. Thank you. See,
Yeah,
this
nah.
is what we need. We need more episodes where we learn a goddamn
So when you
thing.
go in the city, you don't do improv? You're not an improv guy?
Can't say I have. No.
No, we got to experience improv. Have you never zip zap zopped?
No. Yes,
He's
and
never even zip zap zopped. Can you believe this, Ray? We've got to know someone who's never even zip zap zopped with us. I had never
we
zip
got
zap zopped.
lured. We got lured to an improv mic, but it wasn't
I
a
think
mic.
I heard you guys talking about that.
yeah.
I did prep work.
Oh,
Listen to
see,
your guys'
I
show.
love when someone, like, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's an informant. That's okay. Yeah, no, it was yeah, it wasn't necessarily our thing. you know?
It does kind of look like we're selling drugs in the parking lot of a concert, and he's undercover trying to get us
you
to
do.
get it, and we're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you kind of look like the state trooper
And
that
we're
I've
like,
actually
arrested
done
me.
that before with my
We're
wallet.
like a
where-
fish show, and like we're selling nitrous balloons, and we're like, I don't know, is this guy cool? I mean,
Some guy will like come up to me at a dead show in the lot, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, I'll like take that," and then hold my wallet sideways, be like, "Freeze!" They go running
They
off,
probably
holding their
fucking-
cargo shorts.
panic.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, you could pass as an undercover.
Yeah.
What do you think? You like Halloween? I'm just
The
taking a
movies
guess
or
here.
just Halloween in
Not
general?
the movies. Come on, the movies.
What's wrong with the movies?
I mean,
Not a fan.
I mean, like I'm a fan of Halloween. Like,
Are you the
what
type
do
to dress up? Let's
I like to dress up. I like a costume party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you one of these people who will you like have a costume every year? Like I'm the only type of person, like only way I'm gonna have a costume is if I'm going to a party and it's like you're obligated to wear the costume.
I think you're obligated if it's a Halloween party.
Yeah, you
You don't
definitely
need to be
are.
told like, "Hey, Brett, wear a costume."
But there are like adults that will like. They don't have any plans yet. It's like October 6th, and they're like, "I'm going to be this for Halloween."
I'm gonna
And
be
like, wait,
October
what?
7th for Halloween. Okay. But you would dress as like because you are, we can bleep this, in a relationship. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Would you do the couples
Yeah.
outfit?
Yeah, we do
You
a
would.
couple's costume.
Oh, how about
Yeah,
this?
we just did bench warmers last year.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Clark and Richie.
No Howie?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, if we do it again, maybe have somebody in the closet eating sunscreen, eating bottles.
That could have been good.
Yeah.
No looming talks
I
of
like
the
a good his and her costume.
Yeah.
I like a couple's costume. I don't mind that.
Oh, I'm on the fence about that.
You don't like? Well, I mean, I like it when they're fun.
Yeah,
or
you just
clever.
got to be creative.
Yes.
Right.
Like, I don't want to see another Timmy Turner, Trixie Tang. You know, there's like
Yeah.
certain Halloween costumes that I'm like, don't wear that.
What about a Little Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
but
word.
guys dressing like babies, I don't like that.
Oh,
No.
I don't want to see a guy like wearing a diaper, holding a
No.
bottle.
I don't like
Don't
that.
go to New York.
Yeah.
Or my OnlyFans.
Yeah. What was the last time you dressed up? What did you dress up as?
What did I dress up as?
Count Chocula?
Well, I used to like do a thing where I would like dress like kind of normal, and then put like a hat and a sweatshirt on and be like, I'm Eminem.
Yeah.
Like just
I knew that guy.
yeah.
There's a lot of guys like that.
Yeah, I did once one time. My better costumes. I got this. It's like this horrible looking pig mask, like a pig. It's like a wretched.
Saw?
Like, it was like on sale for like $4 at the Halloween place. It was
Saw? No
awful.
sale.
I bought it. Then I went to the Goodwill and I bought like a blazer. And I bought this giant police badge, and I put it on the blazer, and I put the pig mask on. And I bought one of those old British, like London police hats, and I put it over, and I went as a pig for Halloween.
That's kind of good.
It was
actually.
good, yes, until the party got raided and broken up by the police and
By the
every cop.
pigs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You were
every
wearing a
co-
mask
and
the whole
I-
time.
Somebody was like, "Oh wait!" Somebody knew that they were coming in and was like, tricked me into putting it back on because they're like, "Oh, we got to get a picture with the whole regalia on." So I put it back on, and I got like a nightstick, and I'm being like, "Oh, I'm a pig. I'm a fucking idiot."
Yeah, they're
And
asking you for like
like,
backup and
as
stuff.
they're in there, like coming in, and I'm like dancing around like this, and I'm just like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get batoned on my way out of here."
Well, that's good fun.
Meanwhile, like everyone's underage. They're all underage. Man, it was a disaster.
Wow. Yeah. See, I usually don't dress up much.
Yeah. Any
But I-
reason?
No, I just feel like
Not a costume guy, right?
you know what I am. It's a horrible thing, but I'm like a save money guy. You know,
Okay.
I'm like, what am I gonna for a day? I'm gonna dress like Pinocchio.
I'm
Screw
very
you.
much. I agree with you at this point. Like, I don't want to spend a lot of money on a Halloween
Which is an
costume.
easy thing to say when you don't get invited to Halloween parties.
no one's
You,
invited.
you want me to dress up like? Yeah, it's fine.
I can't. I was gonna say I can't remember last time someone invited me to a Halloween party to be dressed up as anything.
Yeah, and then there was always like some like you show up and you're like, oh, I'm actually like the Bride of Frankenstein. I'm whoever, George Bush. And then there's some like a group of guys that are like way cooler than you, and they're like just in jerseys, right? And they're like, hi, I'm Brett Favre. I'm like, dude, come on, I could have did that.
Yeah. Anytime I get into it, then I wind up being the only person who's then into it, and I feel like an asshole. And I'm just like,
I feel like it's good to be into it on Halloween.
I like it.
Yeah.
One day
I
I will
would
be Jack
rather-
Sparrow. I'm gonna do that one day.
You had that drawing of you as Jack Sparrow. I remember that.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. These guys,
Captain
like I said,
Ray Sparrow.
Ray Sparrow.
I like this.
Yeah.
I love Johnny
Trivia
Depp.
crack.
Yo, you are. I gotta watch out for
Did my
this guy.
research. Nardwar.
No, I fucking love that.
Like I said, me and Joe,
you guys go back.
Pre-plague, buddy. Okay, I know this guy somewhat well. No, it's
You've been
funny.
to my house.
Yes, I did go to his house. What was
went-
that? What was that occasion for?
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a lot of parents there for Friendsgiving, right?
Yeah, it was
Am I wrong?
my parents, everybody, all my friends' parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I used to think you were a musician because of that.
No, it was just all my dad's stuff down there.
A lot of music stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays guitar.
Yeah. And there was like a little drum set.
That was mine, but I never actually practiced.
You didn't drum.
Yeah.
That's okay.
My brother had drums as a kid. He never really practiced that much.
Which is kind of a blessing because it would have been pretty loud. You know?
Oh yeah.
Man, how about that? Yeah, I went to Joe's house, Friendsgiving. I remember there
Did you
was.
bring something?
I'm sure I didn't. I'm sure I was a jerk off. Well, I was a +1 to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because a little backstory. Joe was good friends with an ex-girlfriend of mine's brother. So then I would sneak away. I'd be like, I want to go hang out with Joe and the guys. You know what I mean? So then I'd go hang out with them, and they'd be like, talking about like what, like Marvel characters have like the biggest dicks and stuff like that, like poop.
Yeah,
A lot of poop talk,
poop mainly.
and that was a lot of fun. And now we're Venn diagram comedy buddies.
Yeah. When you guys broke up, I like texted them. I was like, can I still hang out with him?
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
They're like, yeah.
I felt like a, what do you call it?
I was like, fuck, man. I want to
kid.
keep seeing him.
Yeah, I felt like a divorced kid.
I will say, yeah, there is like, like, I have an ex and her cousin's like husband now. I wish I could still hang out with him. He was fun. I miss him. He was fun.
And this is proof you could do anything, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send him a message after this today. And go, hey, been thinking about you, pal.
Send that message. Call him.
Hey, pal, you want to do some prank phone calls with me?
Oh, you had a place that we could potentially prank phone call.
100%.
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
first, we're going to do what is the first installment of a game that is yet to be named, and it's right here on this piece of paper,
All right.
where I ask you a series of questions, and you answer them.
Okay. Fun game.
In the meantime, you think of a cool name for the game, or Comment below what we should call the name. Question or queef, truth or gay. Okay.
Truth or
Okay, so here we go. Basketball or baseball?
Baseball.
Corvette or Camaro?
Corvette's the white trash sports car.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ketchup or mustache?
Mustache.
Bingo. Anne Frank or Nathan's Franks?
I'm a hot dog guy.
Bingo. Pornhub or StubHub?
Love the hub.
Hey,
I
drum
got
roll.
$6 brand new tickets the other day on
Okay.
StubHub.
Hey, if you know, you know. Black power or white powder?
I got to go with Black Power here.
Bingo.
You're not clipping this.
Yes, sir. Hey, I know what this is. You know, pick a name for the game as you wish. Okay, free Palestine or free parking?
Yeah. So Brett, how are you?
Okay, well, you know, when you live in the city, it's tough.
We love kneecap.
Would you rather be?
There's too many people on the scene for me to pick a side.
Hey,
We love kneecap.
I hate parking too. Would you rather be a therapist or the rapist?
Therapist.
Okay, good. Nope,
Yeah.
good answer. They're not all stumpers.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Hamas or hummus?
Ugh, I don't like hummus.
Yeah. I mean, I like hummus. Yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. George Foreman or George Floyd?
I mean, I had a George Foreman girl in college, and then my roommate flooded the bathroom, and it dripped down into the kitchen, and destroyed it.
Oh.
So
They were crucial.
Adam, I'd like a new George Foreman.
They were great in college.
Yeah.
Great. So George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
That's cool. I had a George Floyd blender. And sneakerhead or skinhead?
Sneakerhead.
Okay. Hey, give it up for Joe Mack for doing the first installment of the game that is yet to be named. Comment below.
Truth.
That was a lot of fun for me. I wrote those driving here today.
Yeah. While driving.
Yes.
And you were talking about him driving.
Will we get you fired?
6, 7. I was driving. I had a little voice note going on.
Okay.
I got that thing that the kids
Yeah.
call Apple CarPlay. So I said,
Yeah.
hey, jerk off. Open a note and put Anne Frank or Nathan's Frank. And I did the
Ray
the
does have
latter.
a very hip car.
Oh, I got hip one.
It's the one
Is
where
it a Corvette?
it's the one where all the
Camaro.
gerbils are dancing.
Camaro. No, I drive a Kia, which is fine. Okay,
There's nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that.
You have a nice Kia.
They started making them nice now.
Kias are nice cars now. They've really come full circle. They
Kias-
were like a cheap car back in the day, like the Kia Sophia or whatever, and they've
Kia
now
Sophia.
upgraded.
No, Kias are like Jersey City. They got gentrified, and it's good.
Kia and Hyundai leveled up a bit because they have the Genesis is fancy. Looks very nice.
What is that? Hyundai?
The
Hyundai.
Hyundai Genesis. Okay. What's your
Hyundai
dream
Genesis.
car, Joe Mack?
I'm not really a car guy, to be honest.
Get the hell
Yeah.
out of here.
I
I thought when I said Corvette or Camaro, you would have been like, "Whoa, there's a big block engine with a
I don't know.
360
If I won
Hemi."
the lottery, like,
I would want to be driven.
Me
couldn't
too.
care about a car,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not much of a car guy either.
I just want to be driven. I don't care what
Okay.
I'm driven in.
Well, here we go. Another question, right? You did win the lottery. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right? What's the big purchase? Not the little ones. I know there's going to be many, but what's the big purchase?
I mean, I think it'd just be so funny to like bust my friend's balls with it, you know?
Right. Like a billboard, Times Square.
Yeah, like I don't know. My one friend does like cars, so I'd find out what car he likes, and then give it to him, and then a week later, give him like a DVD, and it's just a video of me like driving it naked, just like resting my boner on the steering wheel. Like there's like an angle underneath and then over top.
Very devious.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's what I do with my money. You know, stuff like that. Individualize it for each of my friends.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, be like, oh yeah, I'm hooking you up.
It's like I
Psych.
did buy all my friends.
Imagine if you just went
sports
around
cars.
making everyone's day worse, like just and went around just finding random people, inconveniencing them. Like, okay, this I'm just gonna today I'm gonna annoy the lady at CVS and just make her day worse. Just every little thing.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna spit on her, but then give her keys to a Toyota. That's basically Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
He'll just ruin your life, and then you get a Tesla. You know?
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. You were on YouTube.
He does have a lot of.
So tell me more about this place that we could potentially prank call.
Oh,
Because that is
yeah.
something we love to do here at Caffeine Overdose.
Yeah, I mean, so during COVID, me and my friends, we would just talk over Discord and like just like drink on there together. And then it'd be late at night and we're like, fuck, like we should prank call someplace. We're like, it's COVID. What's open? It's late. Oh, Hawaii. They're in a different time zone.
Yes.
So we would call Hawaii and Alaska because they're in 2 different time zones. And we would just call their 7-Elevens.
Oh.
They always pick up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what does the voice sound like when somebody picks up a 7-Eleven
caribou
Hawaii?
stick?
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, so it's the same.
yeah.
How the hell did it get over there? How did it get over there? Wow.
Yusef is everywhere.
So is that somewhere that they'll answer the phone?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We can call
and
them.
There's like 50 of them in Hawaii, so you could just keep going down the list.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I have had some really good ones with them.
Why don't you pull up a
My
Hawaii?
phone's over.
Oh, okay, we got one here. So what does he have to Google? Hawaii 7-Eleven?
Yeah, just Hawaii 7-Eleven.
Okay. Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, because we've done some very influential phone calls, prank calls.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, nobody answers the phone. Nobody works anymore. Oh, representative, press 5, queef on it. And sometimes they're very drowned out, So we need redemption. We need a good one.
Yeah, I
We need
mean,
to-
I've continued to call Hawaiian 7-Elevens. Never star 67 it. Always just leave the.
we don't do that
yeah.
either.
I
We
give
put a
these-
bid on a
I gave-
house.
Yeah.
I gave that woman my real phone number
Yeah.
last week. I said, "Call me back, please."
Yeah, we put like an offer on a house,
Yeah.
like calling like realtors and
did.
stuff.
That guy was funny. I
was
kept trying
good.
to bait
Mahmood.
him into. Yeah, and then I had the other guy. I was
You
trying to.
got one up.
Oh yeah, I've got a list of 7-Elevens.
Let Joe Mack
in Kaluhuli and what? I can't even attempt to pronounce some of these.
Yeah, I
Hawaiian
mean,
names.
we just need to.
Should I call?
You got to
one?
let me know what island it's on in Hawaii.
We've got Waikiki. We've
Yeah,
got
that's good.
Honolulu.
Waikiki's good.
Yeah.
Should I?
Let's call some Hawaiians.
Yeah, let's see what Joe Mack does with these Hawaiians. I'm very interested.
Do we have to hold a?
No, yeah. Well, Brett will hold the mic to the.
Yeah, feel free to chime in. Hi, my name's Max Blake, and I'm here with the Waikiki Water Department. We have an emergency in the area that we tracked back to your location. I'm gonna need you to deal with me for a second because this is a really big deal. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'm.
Supposed to call the office.
No. This is an emergency. We tracked your location. We're going to need you to go into the bathroom. Can you go into the bathroom for me? This is a plumbing emergency.
What?
I'm from the Waikiki Water Department. My name is Max Blake. I'm going to need you to go to the bathroom.
You want me to go in the bathroom?
Yes, I need you to go into the bathroom, please.
Why?
Because we tracked an emergency to this location, and this could be catastrophic to the water treatment facility. Are you going to the bathroom, ma'am?
Hello?
Hi. Is this who I was speaking to before, or is this someone else?
Someone else. Why? What happened?
Hi, my name is Max Blake. I'm from the Waikiki Water Department. I'm going to need you to go to the bathroom. We have an emergency. We tracked it to your location.
Then?
We need you to test the water in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The plumbing is backing up at the water treatment facility, and we tracked it to this location. So can you please go into the bathroom and run a test for me, please?
Okay.
Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's good already.
Well, no. I need to hear something. Are you there? Ah, she hung up.
You almost got that lady to flush.
Yeah, I've the one time I got them to flush 7 times.
Let me just say that off the
fucking
fly,
love
that was
good.
great.
I like that. The sense of urgency.
You came in hot. I was starting to be like, I should check my bathroom. This is a lot.
Yeah, you just keep getting him to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
Can you roll up some toilet paper and flush it down there? Like, it didn't sound good.
Man, which direction is the water swirling? Right or the left? Oh my God, it's to the left. You're in danger.
Now, stay with me here. What if we called? I'm sure nobody would answer the phone. Who answers the phone other than Hawaii? But what if we called the Ramapo music department and we said, hey, this kid was bragging about shoving some underwear into the ceiling.
I mean, that was 7-8 years ago at this point. So
there is a part of me that wants to straight up drive there this week to see and make a YouTube video to see if we could find those undies.
That would be legendary.
Because I could see a scenario where nobody has gone up into that ceiling in 5 to 6 years. Yeah. I could easily see at an institution like that with a lot of buildings, with a roof with a ceiling like that, I could easily see nobody going in there forever and it just still being there.
I feel like it would be.
I mean, could have fallen apart by this point, or maybe somebody took it home.
Imagine some janitor found them and he's just been washing them and wearing them this whole time.
Thank you, God.
Let's just get the initials JM on the tag for Joe Mack. In this scenario, you absolutely have your initials on your underwear. I'm sorry. Of course.
Wouldn't be any other way.
I mean, you're at college, you're washing them in the communal thing. So you wouldn't want your undies to get mixed up with somebody else's now. That would be a shame.
So we still have another couple of minutes with you, Joe Mack. Why don't you tell us what's something Joe Mack likes to do when he's not doing comedy? What is Joe Mack doing?
I mean, I like going to concerts. We were talking about that before.
Right. Last concert you went to?
Last concert I went to was Goose, I think.
Goose.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Not familiar.
They're a jam band.
Okay.
Yeah, jam music.
So no words.
So you big like
that was an improv.
You like Mo? Are you a Mo guy?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else I know.
Mo.
Yeah.
Like the Three Stooges? I don't know Mo. Goose? Who are these people?
I know Robert Randolph and the Family Band.
That's a deep cut there.
Yeah, I know Robert Randolph.
Pedal Steel.
I thought you said Robert Redford.
Yeah.
It's like who?
The Sundance Kid.
Oh, yeah. There you go. The last concert I went to was Yeet. You know Yeet?
Yeah.
Can't say.
How long ago was that?
It's a jam band.
Yeah.
It's a fucking jam band, right?
Yeet.
No, that was years ago.
I went Sunday was the last time I went to a concert. I saw Brand New at the Prudential Center.
Very nice.
It was awesome. They were great. And the best was when we snuck down and sat to the floor seats and spent the rest of the concert on the floor.
Hell yeah.
We bought $6 seats for upstairs.
That's pretty sweet.
Spent like a half an hour watching the show in the seats we were supposed to be in for $6, and then
$6 concert
snuck
tickets
downstairs to the floor, and we're sitting in the $300 seats for $6.
That's awesome.
It was great.
$6 concert.
Yeah, I bought them on StubHub, baby.
How'd you sneak in?
Oh, we found somebody that was sitting in better seats, and we got everybody thinks their stupid apps are better. Screenshot your tickets and send it to us. Nobody's scanning them. No, you know how expensive it would be to give every worker at the Prudential Center a scanner? The guy at the entrance has got the scanner. You're just showing them. So you're just showing them screenshots of the tickets, and everyone just keeps letting you go down. Just go, I'm like, oh, we're in a rush, fucking late. And they're just like, all right, go. And we just moseyed all the way down to the bottom. Awesome. And then by the time you get to the bottom, the people working in the bottom go, your ticket's been checked so many times by the time you're there. It's like, how, you couldn't possibly not be. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you could be there if you don't belong.
Yeah. I did something similar once.
Same.
You know the band Slightly Stupid?
Oh, yeah. I love Slightly Stupid. I saw them
band
a year or two ago at Asbury.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see them again this year.
In Asbury also?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, I saw them. This was 2019. They moved it inside to...
I was at the show.
Really? Convention Hall?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I was there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys have an
It was
origin
supposed to be
story?
outside,
You guys
and then
have
there was
a
that
freaking
monster.
hail.
Yes.
I had to hide in a bathroom during that.
You were in the bathroom
It
with
was a
me.
shipping container. And there was a guy
Yes.
smoking a bong in there.
I was with the guy smoking the bong.
Oh shit.
You were in the bathroom with me at the Stone Pony.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought
It
there was
hurt so bad.
Yes. No, what happened for me was I'm there with my friends. I have to use the bathroom, so I go in.
Yeah.
And while I'm in the bathroom, it starts. So I hear the panic and I hear everyone running and running inside.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's not weather. I'm like, oh my God, there's like a mass.
Jesus Christ.
You know, there's chaos is happening.
Yeah.
There's people running and screaming.
Yeah.
And I'm in the bathroom, like, with my schlong in my hand, like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on? There's people panicking, and it was like, their equipment was ruined. It was like a crazy
It hurt
hail.
so bad. The hail.
Yeah?
Yeah, outside of the
It
Stone
was
Pony.
crazy.
Shit, man.
They had to cancel the concert because
Yeah.
it destroyed all the equipment.
And you were there with the guy smoking the bong in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Because, like, everybody's coming in for cover, so they brought a little girl in the bathroom. This guy's just in there smoking a
Yep.
bong. And everybody's like,
Nice.
what the fuck, dude? Screaming at him.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then they were going to try to redo the concert inside, and we were hanging out inside, and some other band was playing, and then they were all of a sudden, we're like, everyone's got to leave.
Yeah.
And then we ended up spending the rest of the day because it stopped raining after that. It was just
Yeah, it cleared up immediately.
It was just the equipment was destroyed, so they couldn't do the show. And this was the first time I remember we found somebody had brought an entire cold spaghetti meal and was eating it on the beach. And I was like, you psychopath, to bring spaghetti to the beach is crazy. And they had a whole loaf of white bread. And spaghetti and like a thing of Parmesan. And I'm like, this is the most psychotic thing I've ever seen. And then at some point I got separated from my friends and a lifeguard
Guineas.
gave me I jumped on the back of his lifeguard quad and he rode me down the sand. And at one point I fell off of it and he had to stop and like get me back on it. And my friends were like, what's going on? As I'm parading on the back of this lifeguard's like Baywatch cart.
Man.
I need to go to more concerts. I
Yeah,
guess.
no, it's a good time.
Look
But
at that.
when they moved
Small
it
world.
inside, that is crazy. They were in that same bathroom. Like,
The
playing
minute
More
you
Lives.
said 2019 in the
Yeah.
hail, I go, no fucking way. I was
Yeah.
at that show.
So they moved it inside, and then me and my friends we were drinking beforehand. And I got kind of drunk.
My friends were on acid at that show. I was the
Shit.
only one not on acid. They were so annoying.
Whoa.
And I was kind of drunk, and then I turned to my friends. I was like, "I'm gonna get backstage." And they're like, how are you gonna get backstage? I was like, "I don't know. I'll figure it out." And then I went and I changed the Wikipedia page to say that I was a member of Slightly Stupid.
What?
Yeah,
You went on Wikipedia
Yeah.
and changed it?
yeah. You could just change anything on Wikipedia.
Get the hell out
Yeah,
of here.
you can win any argument.
That's so good.
How long does that take?
It takes 2 seconds to change an article.
Or what do you need, like a paid account or something?
No, Wikipedia is free. It's completely donor.
You can edit it.
What?
Yeah.
It's sourced.
There's guys
Why
that
isn't everybody doing this?
because there's wieners who just hang out on Wikipedia, seeing when something's updated and then changing it back to what it is. Because you're supposed to have a source. So I got caught 2 weeks later. Some guy in the Netherlands saw that there's some unverified edit to the Slightly Stupid Wikipedia page, and then they banned my IP address for 2 years.
So you
off of
couldn't go on Wikipedia at all for 2
But
years.
it's an IP address, so anytime you connect to a new Wi-Fi, it's a different IP.
Bingo.
And
And
I'm free
your
to edit
IP was
Wikipedia.
at the venue,
Yeah.
no? So they banned the venue
Yeah.
from Wikipedia.
So now, yes, the Stone Pony can no longer. And to this day, they're still punching air at the Stone Pony. Like, why can't I get to Wikipedia anymore? I don't understand.
But it worked. I just walked past the side of the stage, walked right past security, and the security guy like came running over and coming. I was like, dude, like, what are you doing? You can't come back here. Like, what? I was like, well, why are you stopping me? He's like, dude,
Great.
what do you mean? Why am I stopping you? You can't walk back here. I was like, why not? He's like, you don't have like a wristband. I was like, I don't need a fucking wristband. He's like, you need a wristband. And I was like, why? He's like, dude, like you're confusing me. Like, why are you saying that shit? I was like, I'm in the band, dude. He's like, you're in the band. Where's your proof? I was like, I'm on the Wikipedia page.
And he took that as
No, he was like, this is above my pay grade, and then made me talk to a bunch of different people.
and then it didn't work.
I talked to like 8
Because you would
different
think
people.
a photo or a flyer would probably
I don't know how it worked, but it did work. I talked to 8 different people. They brought me to the head of ticketing, and then they were like, "All right, so let me get this straight. You're in the band." I was like, "Yes." They're like,
I'm the harmonica
the
guy.
band. I actually I played the guitar. They all have like stupid reggae names on there.
Yeah.
So I put my name was J Dub, and then my boy Tommy was with me, so I put him in it. He's a beatboxer. His name's T Pound. Yeah. They're slightly
How
stupid
big
names.
is this slightly stupid thing? You would think you were
yeah.
going to see freaking
Yeah, I mean,
Led
security was
Zeppelins.
tight.
I mean, they were just like signed by Sublime.
Oh,
They're in that white boy reggae sphere. Pepper,
Pepper's good.
stick figure.
I did play a show with that one dude in Sublime, like the bald guy with the tattoos on his head.
Oh, the bassist?
Yeah.
What band of his were you playing with? Spray Allen, or were you playing
Ray
with...
Allen.
Oh
You
shit!
played with Spray Allen?
Yeah, and they were all dropping acid in their eyelids, like during the show.
That's intense.
Yeah, and they were really bad because of that. Except the singer.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one, I guess, that didn't do it. So he just
Yeah.
kept being
Was
like,
Since When there with them?
who's that? The drummer?
No, he's like...
There was some drummer who was really drunk and doing the eye drops, and they couldn't even make it through a song.
Is
so
this
the
like a meat locker show?
No. This was in the city.
Oh shit!
So it was like the vegan locker.
Somebody I know
yeah,
does
they
like
couldn't
video.
make it through a
Does
song.
video for them, actually.
Oh, okay. Maybe I met him.
And he also does video for Bam Margera. He did Little Peep.
Oh shit!
A bunch of people.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peep.
Yeah, but they're like, all right, so you're in the band. I was like, yes, and they're like, the band's on stage. You're not on stage. I was like, I know, because you guys are fucking holding me up. And they're like, and you don't have any proof, like, other than you're on the Wikipedia. I was like,
You think we have?
I only have the proof that I'm on the Wikipedia. She's like, all right.
I only have the proof.
She's like, well, wouldn't you be on the guest list? I was like, yeah, well, I told them I wasn't coming. And she's like, all right.
That's a good answer. Why
like,
are
I
you on the
wanted-
guest list? Why you said I wasn't going to come?
I was like, I wanted to surprise him, and I didn't think
That's
this
a
would be like
great
that
answer.
big of a deal.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
And
That's a good. And if you say it right away, you're like, all right.
Who was the door guy? Some 7-Eleven Hawaiian
no,
chick?
this was the head of ticketing at the convention hall in Asbury Park. And then she told some old man security guard, she's like, all right, take him in the back. Like, he passes the check. And the guy turned to me, he's like, dude, if we go back there and everybody's not like, hey, J-Dub, hey, T-Pound, so good to see you back here. I'm grabbing you by the fucking throat and throwing you out of here because I don't believe a word you said. And I was like, I don't know, everybody's going to be excited to see me. And then they brought us like right to the side of the stage, and they were on stage, so like nobody was able to verify if we were like in the band.
No.
Yeah.
Are they going to stop the concert and go, hey, do you know this guy?
Stop the show.
That would actually
and then
be-
what was the resolve? What happened?
He stood there really angry watching us for a couple of minutes, and then we just watched the rest of the concert from the side of the stage right there.
Yeah.
And it would have fallen apart in a second. I'm not like a big Slightly Stupid fan. If they like named their last album, I'd be like,
I couldn't name the last
Really
album.
stupid. I don't know.
I don't play on that one, man. I'm on all the old
I'm on the
stuff.
OG shit, dude. Wow. That's a pretty good story, though.
That doesn't
So you didn't get kicked out.
nah. Yeah, hung out there for the rest of the show.
How about that?
Spent most of the time talking to people though, and not watching the show.
I went to a Lil Wayne concert in a wheelchair.
Oh shit! Second Lil Wayne reference of the
Really?
episode.
Why were you in a wheelchair?
No, Lil Wayne was in a wheelchair. Oh. No. I was in a
Skateboarding
wheelchair.
accident?
No. I was
In
a
my
wheelchair.
mind, I'm like, you snuck into the Wayne concert in the wheelchair.
No. I broke my ankle. So this was at Penn State. He performed at like their arena. What do they call it? Penn Arena.
Penn State Day.
Penn Island.
Penn Island.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty good. And I was in a wheelchair because I had this broken ankle, so my friend's wheeling me in. And so then I started smoking a blunt. This was when I still smoked, and nobody else was smoking. And it was a pretty easy target being in like a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was getting, and they came up to me, the security, and they just like clicked the back of the thing, and they just started like wheeling me out. Like I was completely helpless. I was like, whoa.
Oh, they didn't even give you the...
You're profiling me because of my hair.
You didn't
Yeah,
even get
my
the
chair.
Put it out warning?
No.
They just... Where was this? What was the venue?
Penn
Penn
State.
State,
Oh, yeah,
Penis
Penn-
Island or Penn Island. And then so we got like all the way to the exit. My friends are like still up there, and like they're not saving me. They don't care.
No, I'd let
a
you
millie's
go.
on, so they don't give a shit. And then I was like, listen, somebody handed it to me because I'm the guy in the wheelchair. So they thought it was funny. Let's get the guy in the wheelchair high. So I'm like, the real perp is back there.
Yeah.
And you picked me. And they were like, oh my God, we feel really bad.
The real guy's passing it out to everybody now while you're profiling me.
Bingo. So he hit me with a cake turn, brought me right back to my seat.
Ah, damn.
But I was like right at the edge of being wheeled out. But it was fun. It's always nice to use your gift of gab in those moments.
100%.
And be like, you know what? It's not true. I am in the band.
No.
I am Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Please, wheel
I got
me back
into
there.
a sold out concert once by just going, I had diarrhea. And the guy's just like, at
talk,
the
hell
knitting
yeah.
factory, they used
the
to have
poop.
like, it was a venue where they'd have like multiple rooms and they have multiple shows going on. So like the one I want like sold out. And they used to have like a ticket thing and a stamp. And you needed both. So someone could get in and give you back out the ticket stub. But the stamp was the problem. So what you used to do is you try to get someone, you'd hang out by the bathroom and you try to like wet your hand, and when someone have a fresh stamp, and you try to like get to have the mark on your hand. So I got like the tiniest bit of marker and I got a stub.
Wow.
And I go up and I'm just like, hey, you know, here's this thing. He's like, where's your stamp? And I go, huh? He's like looking at it. And I'm like, man, I had diarrhea. I shit my brains out. I'm screaming. I'm leaking shit. I'm washing my hands. I had to go 100 times. And then he's just sitting there just like, all right. He's like, you're full of shit, but just because you humiliated yourself
no,
in front
actually,
of
I emptied
everybody.
the shit.
Yeah. He
I'm
was just
actually
like,
out of shit.
He was just so happy that I was willing to just start yelling. I was shitting in front of all these like hot emo girls that I was like, he's like going. And then the best is my friend behind me tried to do the same, tried to get in with the same thing, but not with the diarrhea.
It's like, I also
No.
have to.
And then he had to stand out by the car all night because he was the only one who didn't get in, and we all got in, and he'd just sit and wait all night for everyone to get in.
Damn.
Whose show is it?
Taking Back Sunday, and brand new, actually.
Oh, damn. Second brand new reference.
Yeah.
2 Lil Wayne, 2 brand new.
That actually reminds me of the time I was at this Lil Wayne meet and greet.
Were you really?
Yeah, they were like, no, I was not. I never met him.
I
Just a pen
don't like
pal.
a paid meet and greet.
Oh, I would never meet
No,
or greet.
I'm gonna find you outside the show after on my own.
Yeah. What's
not-
like the most famous person you ever met?
Oh, I've run into a couple on the street. Yeah, if you look at my Instagram at the.joemack. The.joemack.
Joe.
Plug it.
I know you're new to the show, but we have this amazing Latin American producer. She will put your name right here. They don't
whole
need to
time?
look up whenever you say
Whenever
it.
you mention it.
Whenever you
Okay.
mention it, whenever you point right there, it'll happen. Don't
I
worry
have
about a thing.
a whole picture thing of some of me and my celebrity friends.
What?
Yeah.
Celebrity friends.
Yeah, that I've ran into once.
All right, give me like 3.
Yeah. I ran into Richard Kind at the airport.
What does he mean?
No. He was in a hurry.
Oh,
Yeah, we took a quick
Where's
selfie.
Richard Kind
Richard Hurry.
from?
He's
Yeah,
Larry David's cousin in Curb.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Oh yes.
Yeah.
is
I
that
love him.
Funkhauser?
No, it's the other one.
He was in the one Coen Brothers movie, A Simple Man. That's not the
Seen
name
the
of
trailer,
movie,
not the
something
movie.
that. The guy from Criminal Minds, Matthew Gray Goobler. I don't
Who
watch
that?
Criminal Minds, but
The
I
great
saw him.
Goobler.
Yeah,
He's the head guy, right?
he's like the one that girls think is hot.
I think I know. What you're
But no.
I'm getting too
He's
old
the white
because-
guy
You
that
said
girls
the
think is
one who
hot.
the girls think is hot. I'm like, oh, I know. Oh, I know what he's talking about.
I thought that was the other guy.
No, yeah, Shamar Moore, the black guy, but then the
No.
white guy.
What isn't there
The older
like
Tony
Mark,
Montana.
No, Mark something, right? Mark something.
Mark Hamill.
Isn't that on your show that you were on?
No. I meant Ice-T.
Ah,
No, there's a
talking about the guy from Oz.
who is Oz?
Oz the show, or
You ever seen the
Oz, or
show
just hang
Oz?
dick?
No, guys.
Oz is awesome.
We have. You said Matthew Matthew Goobler.
Matthew.
The girls think he's so hot.
Yeah.
I'm getting so old. I'm like, the kids love Matthew Gray Goobler. I don't even know who that is. Okay, so give me the third. Give me a couple more names. He's like, you remember Grimace? I met Grimace.
I met Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh.
No, not Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Fallon. I get them mixed
It's
up.
way different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at a Yankees game.
No shit.
Yeah, and then I thought I met Jason Schwartzman. I thought they were sitting together, but it just wasn't Jason Schwartzman. Jimmy Fallon was like, that's not him.
He made you do like karaoke.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, that's Goobler.
Yeah.
Look up the guy with
was
the
the
gray
first
hair.
guy?
The guy with the gray hair,
just
right?
I thought you were talking about Christopher Maloney for a second.
No.
You said Mark.
Yes. Mark.
You're thinking
something.
about Joe Montana, who I said.
God,
That's
maybe I'm
Fat
thinking,
Tony from The
I'm thinking
Simpsons.
about NCIS or something,
Yeah.
honestly. I don't
Are you
know. I've
talking
never
about
seen
Gibbs? Are you talking about fucking Mark
Tom
Hamill?
Selleck?
No, there's like whatever show has that like emo chick who does forensics and
They're
collects
all the
rocks.
same show to me.
That is NCIS.
I feel like they all have a goth chick
So you're-
doing.
It's okay.
Hold on.
Hey, I don't know any of
We
these
have
people,
to get
honestly.
to Mark Harmon. You're talking.
Mark
about.
Harmon.
Let me see that guy.
Mark Harmon.
Mark Harmon.
Girls-
Why didn't you
from
meet
the
him?
TV show
Yeah.
Summer
Girls
School.
Love Girls That's like in South Park when he's like, you're meeting Leonardo DiCaprio, and baby's like, girls don't give a rat's ass about
Matt
Leonardo
Lauer.
DiCaprio.
We love
Yeah.
Matt Lauer.
Yeah,
He's like
exactly.
Matt Lauer. Yeah.
Pretend that you just met Matt Lauer. That hasn't aged well.
No, right?
Hey.
They didn't know he had that button under his desk back then.
What did he get caught for?
He had like a buzzer under his door under his desk that locked the door, so you couldn't get like in and out of his room. So he could
Hey, now.
yeah, it was.
I got to try that.
I don't know the amount of these guys who had like beds in their offices.
Yeah.
Is like you're
What?
really not doing it. I mean,
Like a Murphy bed?
that would be less diabolical.
Wait, actually, you know what's crazy? One of those guys that very bad criminal. You ever see like that one building near Joe's Pizza in Times Square or John's that's got like the big N on top of it, like a blue N?
I've seen a couple of big hands.
Look, I mean, I feel like you're gonna have to bleep the name of this,
No, say
but
it.
it's called Nygaards.
Oh.
Nygaar.
Oh, Peter Nygaard, yeah.
Very bad criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very.
And he has a
evil-
pizza place?
Evil. No.
No.
But if you look at his building and you didn't know who he was, you'd be like, "Oh, a villain owns this." It like looks like a lair.
Oh.
And then you look him up, and like he is an evil villain.
No way.
He's like a French modeling rapist.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't met him, but
I just hung out with him. I just hung out with him on the weekends.
And what was the first guy you said? Something kind?
Richard Kind.
And what was he from again? Oh, yeah, the Larry David.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. I'm all over the place. You said Goobler, and then
Yeah.
I started thinking about Gobstoppers. I'm all over the place. Well, this was a very... is there anything else you want to just teach us really quick? We get these complaints from people. They say, hey, we listened to the podcast. We didn't learn a damn
Yeah.
thing. That guy?
Yeah, that's Richard Kind.
The great Richard.
Okay, yeah, he looks
he's
pretty
best friends
kind.
with George Clooney.
He's in
Get
That's
the
some man
hell
to
out
you
of
guys. Yeah,
funny things.
So, yeah, these
a
people...
different man. That's the Coen Brothers movie.
So these people... No, it's fine. These people will be like, hey, I didn't learn anything about the guest.
Oh, about me or about anything?
About you, about something you know.
Yeah.
Just anything for these to shut these people
Yeah.
up.
I mean, we were talking about music,
Right.
country music earlier. So you guys know the song "A Boy Named Sue,"
Yes.
Johnny Cash, "Boy Named Sue."
Oh, okay, Johnny.
Yeah, you know who that's written by?
No.
Elvis?
Shel Silverstein,
No shit.
Really?
children's poet.
The Incomplete Circle?
Yeah.
Whatever
that
it's
guy.
called.
Yeah, and
the Giving Tree.
he was a songwriter. He wrote a bunch of songs for Dr. Hook,
Whoa.
and like he wrote "Cover" to the Rolling Stone, like big charting songs. And he actually wrote a sequel to "A Boy Named Sue." And you're like, oh, that's crazy. Like that's like a good song. Like yeah, like the story of a boy named Sue. Like his dad makes him tough by naming him Sue, and he's getting like his ass kicked, and then he like beats his dad up for naming him Sue. So in the sequel, it's from the father's point of view, not the son's. And the dad's just like, yeah, me and my son Sue, we live together, and he's like gay because I named him Sue, and I have sex with him.
What?
Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, look it up. It's like the father of a boy named Sue or something like that. Like look up "A Boy Named Sue" sequel, written by Shel Silverstein. Very foul when you read it.
But he
Fucked
also
up.
wrote the first one.
Yes.
Wow.
And like you're like, oh shit, like this makes total sense why Johnny Cash would never want to record this.
Yeah, Yeah,
It's
Johnny
like, why
Cash
did
was
he
not
want to
into
record
that.
this?
And what was that famous book that Shel Silverstein wrote?
There's like the sidewalks falling up. It was the children's poetry.
Yeah, there's like one about like a circle.
And then the
It's
tree.
like I
Isn't
used
there
to
like
be
a giving tree.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
the
always thought that
giver?
he was black.
he is.
He's not. I looked it up recently. Did a lot of Shel Silverstein rap.
He's Jewish. Yeah. Why'd you think he was black?
I was like a black and white picture of him. Like,
It was a black and white picture.
The father.
We are really into the weeds now. Well, Joe, do you you got any plugs for us? Anything coming up? Anything you want to shout out before we?
I mean, nothing coming up, but just shout out Wildcard Comedy. Maybe, hopefully, cooking up something soon. I got my boys Brandon Leslie, Max Blake. Shout out to them.
Good guys.
Jersey City scene. Shout out Pet Shop. Alex Grubard, Alex Nicholas. Hell yeah. Probably be going there next Thursday. I don't know when this is dropping. So.
Sunday.
Oh yeah. Catch me there like next Thursday.
Sweet.
Maybe catch you guys there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to come try. I've never
Hell
been
yeah.
there yet.
Oh, it's a good time.
I've been there like 3 times and only got up. Or no, I've been there like 8 times and only gotten up like 3,
Yeah,
4.
that's the thing is that like they don't have a sign up.
I'm not like one of them.
Yeah.
It's like Planet of the Apes, and I'm the ape. you
It
know?
took me a while to get.
Or I'm the human.
Excuse me.
What do you gotta do? Like buy them beers or something?
I just hang out there.
Give them gum?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring gum. I got gum.
You stay locked and loaded with the gum.
So, hey guys, this was Caffeine Overdose, number 25. Joe Mack, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for
It was,
having me,
it
guys.
was a brilliant
fun.
podcast. We learned a lot. We laughed. We pooed. And we'll see you next time. Make sure you follow Joe on the Instagram. We're going to have his name right here. Because nobody employs more Latin American women than Caffeine Overdose.
Number 1.
Subscribe. And Joe, thanks again.
Thank you, guys.
My hands are a little sweaty.
Always
We were
a
talking
pleasure.
about poop a lot.
He's all turned on. You talk about poo. Ray gets all hot and bothered.